Hey there, Hofstra fans, and welcome to this week's edition of the W.G. Mason Coaches Report. I'm Jackie Parson, joined by head coach of the Hofstra softball team, Larissa Anderson. Coach, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jackie.
So you end the regular season with a sweep down in Charleston. You get 2 complete game shutouts on Saturday, but a little trouble with the pitching on Sunday. Can you talk about the pitching at the end of this regular season?
Overall, it was a good weekend. They played great on Friday, really controlled the strike zone, controlled what pitches they were trying to do. On Saturday, we left the ball up a little bit in the zone. Morgan looked good, and she wasn't perfectly on time, and they were hitting her pretty hard, so that's why I made the adjustment and put Taylor in. And Taylor just had a tendency to leave the ball up, which is why she got hit the way she did. But, with that being said, she made some great pitches when it counted. There was a couple times they had runners in scoring position. They had a bases loaded opportunity with no outs, and she was making some great pitches to get out of that situation. Like I always said, it's not matter how many hits they get, it's when they get them. And, she made the pitches when she needed to.
And in terms of hitting at the plate, 31 runs come across the plate on the weekend. How great is that to see ending the regular season and going towards the CAA tournament?
It was outstanding. Anytime you can score that many runs against a quality opponent, you're seeing the ball pretty well. We made great adjustments in the box, being able to drive the ball opposite field, get ourselves on time. And I think the thing that I was most impressed with was the number of walks that we drew. We were very selective in what we were swinging at. We were swinging at our pitch rather than, swinging at the pitcher's pitch. So I was very impressed in what they did at the plate.
And some of that is due in part to some of the shifts you made in the batting lineup throughout the season. You moved Brielle Petrofessa and Brittany Alaka, and they end up hitting Alaka her first career Grand Slam, and then Petrofessa threw a home run to end the series as well. So how has those shifts helped your lineup, and how do you see it helping them in particular?
I made some moves. I had bumped Petrofessa up because she was having such great at-bats. And you always want to see how players respond in certain situations. And she's just much more comfortable down in the bottom of the lineup right now. Which is why I moved her back down there, even though Transu was having great at-bats down at the bottom of the lineup. It's about putting, your 9 best hitters in the lineup where we're going to be most successful. Which is why I moved Petrofessa back down there to get her a little bit more comfortable, and she obviously responded.
And you've spoken before, you wanted to kind of break up the freshmen in the lineup. But you have 4 go back-to-back in the hitting lineup. They go 6 for 9 in the last game of the series. Is that a concern for you now, or do you think you're just going to keep it the way it is?
That's the future of our program, and it was such a great opportunity for them to be put in that situation, to be able to get Alaka behind the plate, because, again, that's the future of our program. Obviously, Trippy's not going to be here forever, so giving Alaka that opportunity and allowing Nikki Mikulowski to play at first base was tremendous, and they really responded. They did very well, and there wasn't any method to the madness in having them grouped together other than I really liked the top of the lineup, and I didn't have many other opportunities to split them up where, Transu does well in the 5 spot, and we know that Petrofessa does well in the 9 spot. So, just putting them in that position, and I have no control over the lineup. So, anyone's going to come up with a game on the line, and they have to be able to have a quality at bat in that situation.
And as we said, you end the regular season this weekend. You go 34-11-1 on the season, earn the 2nd seed in the CAA tournament. Is some of the postseason jitters, excitement starting to kick in for you and your team?
They're excited. It's going to be a great tournament, 4 great opponents. It's going to be fabulous weather, so we're real excited about that. And we just have to go out and play Hofstra softball. We don't talk about who we're playing, what we're playing for. They know. We don't have to really discuss it, and we don't do anything different. Practice yesterday was the same that it was, in January 15th. So we just have to make sure that we do what we do best, and that's play great defense, have quality pitching, control the strike zone, and have quality at-bats.
And you won't be at home, but you will be traveling to James Madison University for the tournament. Is there still a little bit of a familiarity with the field because you were there last year and you played there before?
Absolutely, again, it doesn't really matter where we go. It's going to be exciting because they draw very well, playing at their ballpark. We just have to make sure that we do what we can do. They made quality improvements to their facility, so it'll be a little bit different. They have a turf outfield, so it's going to be a little bit faster. They have a new infield surface, so it will be a little bit different, but at the same time, we still have to pick up the ground ball and make the play.
So you'll face Elon first on Wednesday at 3 p.m. They're one of 3 losses you had in conference play this season. Is there a little bit of adjustment you want to make going up into that game?
Yeah, we have to swing at better pitches, and we have to make sure that we get on time. You know, when we played Elon last time, we swung at the pitcher's pitch. We have to make sure that we take the pitcher's best pitch away, and we have to get on time. We can't be early, we can't be late. We have to always try to work the middle of the field, swing at good pitches, and make sure that we're on time when we do so. That would be the first adjustment that we have to make. Second adjustment is that when we go late in the game, and this is no matter who we face, we have to make sure that we finish the game. You know, we can't allow, you know, the batter the third and the fourth time through the lineup to get the best of us.
And Coach, finally, it takes 3 wins to get the CAA title. What does Hofstra softball need to do to get those 3 wins?
We need to play fundamental defense. We can't be giving 4 and 5 outs an inning. You know, we only want to give them 3. That's all they should get. So we want to, you know, play fundamental defense. Our pitchers have to control the strike zone and, you know, make adjustments based hitter to hitter. If the hitters are being aggressive, we have to counteract with that. And then offensively, we have to make sure that we're swinging at good pitches.
Head coach of the Hofstra softball team, Larissa Anderson. Coach, thanks for the time.
My pleasure, Jackie. Thank you.
And you can catch the WB Mason Coaches Report each week on GoHofstra.com.